everybody.
Happy
Devin
Monday.
Is it Monday?
It is
Yeah.
Monday.
Devin Brandon here. Feels like my head is in a different place.
That's all right.
Hey, so this is our episode number 3 of our Kick-Ass
Trace.
2020.
And
Yes.
it's rolling in quick,
Yes,
folks.
it is. Oh my gosh, it's coming by. It's gone by so fast.
It's
this last
around
month.
the corner.
And Christmas is almost here. Oh my gosh. So the question of the day, what specifically do you want? What do you want in 2020?
What do you want for 2020 that you didn't create in 2019?
Yes. Or what do you want that you've never allowed yourself to want or desire? I know a lot of people, they want certain things, but then their belief systems of what they should be or what they should have or what they should do get in the way of them really going after what they're meant to be doing in the first place, or what they truly desire, or what their life's purpose is.
Do you believe you can create more?
Do you? Do you know internally that you can create anything you put your mind to? Do you know that you have the skill set, that you have the ability to become the person that you need to become in order to create what you want in 2020?
Wouldn't 2020 be a good time to change the story that you've been telling yourself?
Yes.
Or the story that you've been telling others why you specifically don't have what you want?
Exactly. So we hope to inspire you for the next day, and actually the next couple of days between the next time we come on, which is Friday, is
Or
really
tomorrow.
write down those things that you truly desire. Write down what you want your relationship to look like. Like, how do you want to show up in your relationship? How do you want to react to each other? How do you need to communicate with each other? How do you want to make love with your partner? All the things that you truly, truly desire. All the things that aren't getting met now, you want to write those things down of what you do want to have. Same thing for your business.
Yep.
Yes.
And if you're not focused on exactly what you want and making much specific work of it, meaning you're getting detailed in your journaling, you know exactly what you want. Or if you just say, you know what, I don't know that I want much. Well, then you're not going to have much.
Yeah.
And I've talked to people like that said, well, you know what, I don't need a lot of things. I don't need much. And the thing is, it's like you have to ask yourself, did you get the results with that thinking in 2019?
Exactly.
For some of us, maybe you did.
Because if you're telling yourself a story and you're telling it to other people, you really truly are telling your unconscious mind a story of what you hold as standard and law in your universe, and you will continue to attract that. So if you don't need a healthy relationship, or if you don't demand that you have a powerful communication relationship or a sex life that you desire, or you don't demand, or you don't need, or you don't allow yourself to desire to have the money in your business that you want to have, if you don't allow yourself to feel the way that you want to feel every single day in your skin and knowing that you have a beautiful body. I'm talking about people that, from my past, I used to beat myself up about the way that I looked. Like, so if you don't allow yourself to change that story now with how you communicate to others, you will get the same thing next year. Do you get that?
Command change.
Demand it.
Command it first.
Yes.
And then believe it.
That's right.
Or believe it and then command it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like you can be, do, and have. So what do you need to be what do you need to become as a person in order to do the things you need to do, in order to have the things you want to have?
Hi,
or maybe
Nicole.
it's, hi, Nicole.
Hi, Hannah.
Yeah. So what do you need to be, to become, to do, to have, to create what you want? Right?
That's right.
So ask yourself those questions and audit every single area of your life, your relationships, your, how you communicate with your family. This is a perfect opportunity now that Christmas is coming. You're going to be around your family. Maybe you're not going to be around your family, but how do you want those relationships to continue to work together and communicate together? And how do you want to show up and be in those relationships? How do you want to behave is the doing part? And what do you want to create together in those relationships?
And moving into 2020, wouldn't it be nice to just not be so agitated around money, right? So frustrated or even anxious. A lot of us are anxious with money. We focus on debt. We focus on the lack of abundance, right? And everything we want, we seem to it's just out of reach, just a little bit out of reach, what we really, really want. And we like to look at language. We like to say, okay, so if it's just out of reach, how do we bring that closer so that we get it? What do we need to do? What do we need to become? And how, not necessarily how do we get it, but how do we change our thinking so that we get it? And it doesn't have to be that difficult. People making money, earning money, the flow of money coming to your life, they make it so much more difficult than it really is, right? And it's all about our focus.
And we talk to clients all the time that are struggling. Maybe they are currently getting out of debt. Maybe their goals for 2020 is to get out of debt. The problem is if you continue to write that in your goals, you're going to get more debt.
I'm going to give everyone a tip.
Yes.
I'll give you a free tip. If you're writing your goals and you're telling yourself, I want to get out of debt, I need to pay off debt, I have to pay off debt, I want to pay off debt, anything to do with debt,
you're going to get more debt.
I don't care if it's credit card debt, student loan debt, a mortgage, whatever it is. If we're focused on debt, we've already missed the mark. We've missed it. We have to shift our focus to revenue. What are revenue producing tasks? Where is our focus specifically within revenue? Because when you're focused on revenue, you can't focus on debt if you're focused on making money, right? If you're focused on connections, you're focused on sales, driving revenue, lead with revenue. 2020, what we're really focused on is finding the people that want to lead with revenue. Because when you lead with revenue, the trail that you leave behind, this massive wake, there's so much more success. You can help so many more people when you're focused on revenue, right? Delegate all those things that are not revenue producing duties or tasks in the business.
And see, when you do make the revenue, then you have the ability to continue to give it back, and then you can reinvest in yourself to where you can become more efficient around money. You can become more aligned with money. So ask yourself, what do you need to hold in your mind? Like how do you need to communicate? How do you need to shift your story around how you show up in sales, how you show up in business, how you show up in communication, how you show up around money specifically, and how you behave day to day in every area of life?
Yes, this thing called behavior.
Yes, that's right.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Totally. So that is going to be your list of things that you would want to work on this year, because it will hold you back. The problem is that if you don't change, there's going to be nothing changing in your life. And so you must let go of whatever is holding you back in order to get to where you want to go. It's just the way it works.
So if we're tired of attracting the same people, if we're tired of attracting that client that doesn't really pay on time, if we're tired of attracting all these things that we really don't want, we have to change. We have to think about doing something different in 2020 that we didn't do in 2019.
That's right.
Because the new year is upon us.
So what I would suggest to every single one of you, and I'm doing my own personal thing too, I'm writing out all the hopes and desires, not even hopes, all my goals of what I know that I'm going to create.
The things you will accomplish.
The things that I will into existence, that I will co-create in this reality.
Will it?
Yes, will it.
Will it?
You will create it. If you demand that you create it, you will create it. And then write down everything that you must become to do those things as a person. Write down how you need to behave, which is the doing part.
Creating the not you.
Yes, creating the not you. And then what do you need to have in order to get there? Maybe it's a skill set. Maybe it's a training you need to take. Maybe it's help or support from a spouse. Maybe it's help from a coach. Those are all things that you need to have in order to get to where you want to go. And in that process of becoming and doing and having, you will create it.
Maybe you have to just start with your own boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Boundaries,
well, that's being.
But being is, who are you not going to become that you were? Or who do you want to become that you're tired of letting those boundaries slip?
Because here's the thing, you look back at 2021, that if you're going to be doing this exercise, 2020, around the same time next year, looking back at yourself now, you're going to be a different person. You're going to stand for different things. You're going to show up differently. If you're actively, going after it and you're choosing to change and transform this year, you are going to believe things that you no longer believe. You're going to let go of limitations that are holding you back that then allowed you to become who you are in that moment. So ask yourself, who is your future self needing you to understand about yourself that you already know now?
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing in 2020.
A little trancy. Who is this future self that you need to become in the now, that you already are now in the now?
But you just have to find
yourself inside
right now.
Because we believe with NLP and all the stuff that we teach is that we don't help clients change. We just help them discover what they already know.
Yep.
You have everything already inside of you. It's just that, it's just for you to unlock your true potential and become who you're meant to be. So we hope to inspire you to dream big.
That's right.
Because there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. Everything is possible in this reality that we co-create.
And we're all about setting big goals, aren't we?
Yes, in every area of life. I know this group specifically is for sales, though we believe that sales is kind of a lifestyle in itself, because in order to create anything, you must go out there and enroll people into your ideas. So that is sales.
You have to sell someone on your idea.
Exactly.
Right? You have to, it's persuade, it's not even sell.
Or even at your own personal level, it's selling yourself into enrolling yourself into creating those things.
Right.
And selling yourself into the belief that you can do it.
And if we're sick and tired of being sick and tired of 2019 and we want to do something new, something totally different, let's go create some massive abundance, wealth, right? Something that you can really like tangibly get a hold of. And if you haven't found your why or your purpose, then we invite you to journal out, just write out what really gets you up out of bed. Like, what are you passionate and excited about, right? What is something that you really want that money would buy that you don't have because you don't have the money?
Yeah.
Right? And it's something you really want, you feel strong about it, and you know you can help other people.
And it's so funny because we talk to people all the time. Well, they say, well, the money isn't really what motivates me. And we get that. It's what the money allows you to do. So maybe for some people, it's putting their kids into that, really good school that they've always wanted to put their kids in. Maybe some people it's being able to go on family vacations. Some people, maybe it's upgrading their home. Money just allows you to become more of who you want to become.
Just gives you access.
It's access.
Gives you access. Tool.
So what will that amount of money allow you to do? And if you really become truly wealthy, then you can use the money to leverage it to really make a difference and impact in the world.
Yeah,
that's what money does for us. We think about it all the time of what we're going to create as we continue to grow our wealth.
And if you're growing the business, you're in the first 3 to 5 years of a business, money should be pretty important, because if you're not making a profit, you certainly cannot serve your clients if you're not making a healthy profit, so that you can continue to do what you do and love what you do with the passion you do it in. And, money is important. It is, because the thing about money is it allows you to grow your business so you can bring on new people and hire your team. And that allows even more. I mean, that's giving back, isn't it? I mean,
it's giving back.
When you're scaling your team, you're building a business. So I think that's, it's pretty important. We've had people that say, well, money's not the most important thing. Here's the thing, it's not, and it is when it's building a business. I mean, it is the most important thing. If you're not paying your bills, then there's a shift that's got to happen so that you can pay your bills, right? And you can thrive instead of just barely get by or barely survive. Like I hear so many people say with their daily language is, I got to make ends meet. I got to put food on the table. I got to pay my bills. I got to get out of debt. Debt. It's like, where is our focus, and how can we shift that in 2020 to make 2020 the highest performing year some of us have ever had in business? Because I know it's going to be a huge year for us.
Yes.
We are really excited about it. 2019 was an awesome year.
It was so incredible.
Fucking fantastic.
Lots of learning, lots of prosperity, unbelievable. We hit all of our targets. It's incredible. And I'm looking back and I'm saying, shit, we should have gone bigger.
Bigger goals.
Because then it would have allowed us to give back more, and we would have more free time to do even more things. So
come up with creative content, creative ideas, new creative projects, which we love. So so that's how we plan on bringing in 2020 and kicking 2020 around.
So get very specific on what you want to create, and then ask yourself, what do you need to be in order to create that? What do you need to do in order to create it? And then what do you need to have? Maybe it's a skill set that you don't yet have yet, and then go out and find it.
Maybe it's confidence.
Yep.
Maybe. Go ahead.
Confidence.
What else?
Yeah. Confidence, desire, courageousness.
Maybe it's certainty. Maybe it's just taking massive action and failing a couple times.
Yeah.
Screwing up.
Crushing the ego a little.
Falling forward, right?
Yeah.
Nothing like a little failure. A little failure gives you feedback, and it really just is feedback. So go all out.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. A lot of comments.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have any comments, we'd like to hear from you what you want to create for 2020. What is the desire? What do you want to co-create in this reality with us? And what is preventing you? And then also, what do you need to be in order to do it? What do you need to do? And then what do you need to have? And then ask yourself the last question, what do you not want to do that you know you need to do, that you must do in order to get your goal? And that will tell you a good direction to go.
Put a money sign in the comment if you're focused on building revenue in 2020. Just put money or whatever. An emoji with money. I don't care. It'd be funny to see how many people are focused on revenue versus other stuff, whatever that is.
Everybody's asleep. It's already Christmas.
It's time to wake up. There's still daylight left in this year.
All right. Well, we love you all, and we hope you have a happy holidays and Christmas. And we will see you on Friday, where we will tie this up and all bring it together as a big Christmas bow so we can launch you for 2020. We hope that this landed with you. And if it did, go ahead and share it with somebody you love that will benefit it as well. And check out our YouTube channel. This is where you can find all of our material in one place.
Our YouTube channel is looking pretty amazing.
Yes, it is, because of Hannah and Brian has been helping us out. You can find all of our stuff in one place in a linear sequential order that will make it a lot of sense. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Hey, money.
Hannah, money. Bye, loves.
See ya. Kayleen. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like our content and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button below. We'll be posting videos every single week.
And if you want to learn more about NLP or a certification program or even performance coaching, come join us on our website at yagertraining.com, and you can find the link in the description below. We hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.